So now I'm going to show you a few of the formatting tools at your disposal as you create articles for the TheatreWiki. So why don't we start by editing this article on Shakespeare. So we'll click Edit in the top right corner. Now, as I've mentioned in previous videos, when you edit an article, you'll see a sort of text box that kind of looks like a word processor. One of the main differences between a word processor and the wiki is that you won't immediately see the changes that you make inside this text box on the page itself. What do I mean by that? Well, let me show you with an example. So let's say we wanted to italicize the word Shakespeare. So the way that you actually do that in the TheatreWiki is by selecting the word and then at the top here clicking on the I. This will wrap the text in two single quotations on both sides. Now if we click Show Preview, you can actually see that the word is italicized, but when we're editing it, it still shows these two single quotations on each side. This is how the wiki works. So I'm going to show you a few other styles that you can use aside from italics. So for example, if you wanted to bold a word, it's quite similar to the two single quotations, except it's actually three. So you go 1, 2, 3 on one side of the word and 1, 2, 3 on the other side of the word. So in a sense, you're opening and closing bold with playwright in the middle. So if we click Show and Preview, now we see that the word playwright is bolded. So I'll show you one other one you can use. Let's say you want to link to an external site. So you'll notice here we have the little world with the page next to it. This is for an external link. So let's say we wanted to link to, I don't know, Shakespeare.com if that was a website. So we could, let's say, highlight the word, I don't know, in this case, why don't we highlight, here, we'll take the italics off of Shakespeare for a second. And instead we will we'll highlight it and click on the link. So now we've got the word Shakespeare wrapped in brackets like this. And what we need to do is type in the URL in front of the word. So if we go open bracket and then http www.shakespeare.com. So that's the URL of where we want to go, and then we put a space, and then we put the text that we actually want to appear to be linked. So if we click Preview now the word Shakespeare is linked, and if we clicked there, it would go to Shakespeare.com, even though Shakespeare.com doesn't exist, so we won't click it. So those are just a few of the preliminary styles that you can use when editing your wiki article.